Okay. Hello and welcome back. This is Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth. And I'm your host, Euclidean Mind, and I am joined in Discord by Boo.
Hello.
Let us begin. Hunt for food. Current location, Chute Forest. He's hungry. Footprints. Oh, there's a deer. You see the deer, Boo? Hello? Am I muted?
No. No. Just so you.
Okay. There you are. Now don't move.
I'm gonna be lagging a tiny bit though.
I'm lagging? Or you're lagging?
Yeah. Because my video was just gonna stop working.
Oh. Oh, damn it. I forgot there's challenges to these things. Let's try it again. Aha!
Yes.
This will bring us through winter. Mother will be proud.
My name is Jack. For a long time, it was the only name I had known. I was born and raised in a cave by my mother. We were used to getting by, but that year the winter had been harsh. I was proud to have killed my first deer that day. And while waiting for Mother to help me cure it, I decided to practice my reading.
The cave.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain.
Remember to look it up. Remember the verse. Think harder.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain.
For him not a single
Before
fort
him,
remains.
not a single fort remains.
Afternoon was approaching fast, and Mother still hadn't returned. So, if I wanted to cure the meat, I had to do it on my own. Else it would all go to waste.
Soon I will know it all by heart. Smoke the meat. Let's go ahead and save just in case we really screw this up. Bookshelf, hearth, logs, sacks, castle, tools. Our last nuts and turnips. The rest have gone moldy. Mother says it's the worst winter ever. Mother didn't take any tools, so she isn't hunting. Where did she go? Caves upon caves, horses and cows in between. That's what a real town must look like. Dry wood. For fire. Hearth. Mother needs to chop more wood. Where is she anyway? One book is in French, the other in Latin. My first year. Mother will be so proud.
I can't eat it raw. I need to cure it. Meat goes bad fast.
Mother chopped this last autumn.
Good. It's warmer. Now I need some wet wood to make it smoke properly. There he is. Charles the Great, the protector of my town. You're coming with me.
Charles the Great, made by Mother. Inspect. Ellen's bow. Ellen's bow. Ellen and Jack keep a variety of short and long-range weapons in their home. The two lead their lives as outlaws outside of society in the protection of the law. A bow can serve as an invaluable tool both for hunting and self-protection. Most outlaws were once accused of a crime, but failed to appear for judgment. According to the law, their contracts, claims, and ownership then fell void. As outlaws have no rights, anyone can harm them, or capture them and turn them in. Thus many outlaws turn to a life of hiding and thievery. Naughty boy, just eating. Just eating.
Huh? What's that?
What's the noise coming from the forest? Piles of rock. Wet twigs, perfect for smoking meat. Let's go add these for fire, and then we'll go check on that noise.
Mother will be proud. Now, what's that noise?
Can we save now? Yes, now we can save.
someone bad. I told you about people like him, remember?
Is he a monk?
Is he a monk? He is. Although not an ordinary one. Maybe an official for someone important. I don't like this one bit.
He looks nice though. He's smiling.
Listen, Cub. I am sorry. I know there's so much you want to know about the world out there, but for now, we must stay hidden. And never trust a man of God. Least of all his compassion. You'll either end up in a monastery or at the gallows. Get down.
Easy now, it's just someone little. No need to be afraid.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
Bloody piece of cloth. Something was buried here. Food? Or some treasure? Oh no. And it traumatized the poor boy.
Mother?
I don't think that's your mother. Oh shoot.
Don't move. We killed a pig thief in Salisbury, we can kill you too. Bloody outlaw. Where's the baby? Did you eat it? Hey, stop that. What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give it back.
Leave the boy be, Alfred.
He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak. He's the only one around. Who else would have taken it?
Wolves.
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
Is that true? Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy?
Fine.
Jack?
Do you live in these woods, Jack? Then you know this place better than us. Please. I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him alone, but I cannot leave him to die either. I have to know if he's all right. Will you help us? You're a good lad. I owe you.
Oh man.
If you want your silly book back, you better keep your word.
Well, you don't have to be so mean about it. Sheesh.
For now, I had no choice. The girl was sobbing, while her father remained tense but quiet. The boy kept on pushing me, which confused me greatly. I had never been hated before. If I had any plans of getting away, it would be like hunting deer. I had to stay sharp until the others forgot to be.
Damn. Super defensive much.
monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked. But I could only guess. The stream led us to a more convenient crossing. Here, one could easily pass without getting drenched in icy water. Suddenly, the boy called out. He had spotted something on the other bank. A set of fresh hoofprints. He laughed triumphantly as our eyes locked. So, we crossed the river. The boy cheerfully mocking my skills as a tracker.
What is it?
How eerie.
He got us lost.
Did you?
Papa, I'm tired.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
You should all get some rest. Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
All right.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
You stay where I can see you while my sister rests. And no tricks.
Yeah, how about you give me back my book? Snow. Right above his head. He is getting it all wet.
Ha.
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
Don't be scared.
I'm not. I don't like you. Tell me, why do you care about your book so much? Wait, where is it? You sneaky thief. I knew it. You just want to rob us.
You took it first.
You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
What are you rambling on about?
It's from the book.
How do you know this? You're an animal.
Can't you read?
Oh!
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog.
Yeah,
There is
avoiding the
something
question,
there.
huh? What is it? Am I scaring him?
What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children! Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
If I'd known you lived this close, my Agnes might have been saved.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living. Jack, give the children some soup, will you? Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring water. Sometimes you get lucky, but...
Thank you, Jack.
Bless you.
Yeah, you were nice. You can eat
Some
first.
time ago I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the castellan, to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
I
Where's the baby?
refused. All I cared about was working on a
I
cathedral.
think it's
again.
at one of the
I was a fool.
You can do better than
churches.
Same thing. Where is it?
Well,
Is it
I
gone?
worked on one once. That was
It's with
fun.
monks.
I won't ramble on now. But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labor. Men abandon their children all the time. It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No, that is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. You can thank Jack for the meal, by the way. My little cub caught his first deer today, all by himself.
I'm impressed. Eat well, children. You'll need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder. Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you. Well, they're asleep now. So, what is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal him. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care. More than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work.
Oh,
And
that's
when you
horrible.
do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know. Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. you also don't have to go through this alone, you know. Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel, and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
All right. Going to see a castle.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
Alright. Let's see what we did in Chapter 2, Jack. I caught a deer. I cured it for dinner. I ran into Tom the Builder and his family. Gave Martha her soup first. Alfred tolerated me. I'm looking forward to finally leaving the forest. I found information about Jack and Ellen's lives as outlaws. Whooping. Chapter 3. The Conspiracy. The Palace of Bill... Okay, that went by faster than I can read. Bishop somebody. Oh, Bishop Walleran. The Palace of Bishop Walleran. Ask Bishop Walleran for support. Worth the Bishop's Palace. We have a letter from the Earl of Shiring. He will start a war. This letter proves it. And that's what we found out in the previous episode. So we're going to save. Can't do this. What if I fail? What if I succeed? Palace. Shouldn't be here. Perhaps the bishop won't see me. I'm just a simple monk. Barrel of apples. What do I know of wars? The war. Somebody has to do something. If there's a chance to prevent this war, then I have to try. But what if I fail? Thousands will suffer. Oh God, give me strength. The bishop is a man of God. What's that building? Palace.
Why would the bishop see me? St. John's Chapel is smaller than this side building.
Have faith.
I may lead only a small cell, but that does not mean my matters are of less importance. The Lord will give me strength to help my church today. The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart, for God now accepteth thy works. A grand palace, for the glory of God, I suppose.
Can we go to the
The
building?
bishop might be watching. I'd better stay on the path.
Then let us be on our way, John. Oh, birdies.
Oh, why must I be so nervous? I know I can do this. But if I do the right thing, then why am I so afraid?
Okay, come on.
Focus. You have to do this. Francis is right.
Okay, we got this.
I trust Francis. He knows about these things.
How can I help you?
I have come to see the bishop.
Who may I tell the bishop is visiting?
Oh, it's Bella.
I am Philip of Gwynedd.
And what may I tell Bishop Walerin is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
I am afraid I can only tell the bishop himself.
The bishop wishes to know beforehand.
In this case, we will have to make an exception.
Wait here.
Okay. What if I'm impatient?
Did I not tell you to wait?
Oh,
Come in. The bishop will see you now.
The bishop. Oh, he looks charming.
Philip of Gwynedd.
The Right Reverend Bishop Walerin by God.
Please, sit down.
thank you, Right Reverend.
Don't be impatient.
Please, call me Walerin. It seems you were a little impatient. But of course, there is nothing wrong with eagerness. I hear you've done good work at that little cell in the forest.
I'm surprised you know about it.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge. So, I am bound to take an interest.
Well, God has blessed us in St. John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Tell me, Prior Philip, what brings you here at such a late hour? Timothy said that you will only tell me. Please, I hope you are not nervous. Take all the time you need.
Thank you.
Casually mentioned the new king. Casually mentioned Earl Bartholomew.
Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. Do you know him well?
As bishop, I am much involved in politics. Though, of course, the church can never be involved enough. Bartholomew is a stubborn man. He is opposed to any suggestions from me, and I am his bishop.
I heard the same about the Earl of Gloucester.
How do you know of this? Ah, your brother Francis is working for Earl Robert of Gloucester, is he not? Did he tell you?
Yes, Francis mentioned this to me. He is indeed working for the Earl of Gloucester.
But why are you bringing up politics? Tell me, Philip, why are you here?
Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the Sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping and corrupt. So are all sheriffs. Philip, how did you get this letter?
I found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge. I am staying there for a few days.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter.
Yes.
Timothy, leave us.
That's right, Tim. Be on your way.
And did you find anything else?
No, just the letter. The messenger carrying it had an accident and died near Kingsbridge.
And your brother Francis told you about it?
No.
Philip, you already told me you have talked with him about this. From the letter I see the messenger was employed by your brother's master. That is why it is understandable that you would want to protect him. But there is no need to lie to me.
A war would cost so many lives.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You are truly the man I have heard so much about. I will call on friends of mine. Pray for us that we can put an end to Bartholomew's plan before it is too late. You did a brave thing for our church, Brother Philip. A brave thing indeed. You'll go back to Kingsbridge Priory now and forget about the sheriff, won't you?
I will.
And don't speak of this to anyone there.
I shan't.
Okay. I'm not sure how much I can trust that guy. A lot of hay. Bishop gets many visitors?
My pony should be fed. Do I just take some hay? My pony needs to be fed.
Hay a bit wet from the cold.
The bishop might be watching.
Yeah,
Better stay on the path.
kind of seems dodgy.
Nothing of importance.
And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. Why is it easy to tell others to have faith, but not yourself? I should get going.
I'm curious.
No, I did what I came to do. Time to leave. My pony needs to be fed soon. Should I take some? I think I'd better not. I can have my pony fed when I'm back in Kingsbridge. Here. You're still hungry, aren't you? Can I just take some for my pony? I will take just a couple.
He's done good by me, so I shall feed him.
There you go. Time to leave, old friend.
The cave.
Did you pack enough food? It will be a while before you get to eat smoked venison again.
Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built so far? I'm sure Jack would love to hear about your work.
Houses.
Wow, you sold me on that story.
I mostly carve rocks. I haven't built much yet.
That must be hard work.
Right.
Come on. Stay up there.
Tell me.
Come on. That's gonna stay up.
You know,
Damn
you
it.
don't have to be afraid of me.
Put it back up there.
I'm not afraid.
Have ourselves a snack.
Ugh. Even the good ones are starting to taste bad.
I
Damn.
think I'll go and look for Tom.
They're looking for you.
I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again.
I've got a slingshot.
Maybe you could teach me how to use it.
Damn right.
I will.
Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
Damn right.
You need to learn to defend yourself.
I want to, but I'm still so small. And I want to stay here where it's safe.
I think that's the right thing to do.
This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you.
Oh. Am I his princess?
You are. Together, you are brave and smart, and will never give up.
All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
Right on, kiddos.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter. Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The strangest name of them all. By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy.
I think we must figure out.
As we approached the building, Tom noticed the cold in Mother's eyes. Although she had agreed to accompany him to the bishop, she had remained quiet about her true feelings, while Tom didn't see it fit to ask. Gradually, the palace came into view.
Okay, so do we continue to the bishop's palace?
Shiring.
Shiring.
Shiring was full of people looking for work. Mother and Tom kept asking around while we rested our feet at the market. Alfred gave me a look as if he wanted to punch me, but I only stared at the buildings, amazed by the straightness of their walls. Finally, Mother called us over. Rumor had it that the Earl of Shiring was hiring all kinds of people. It was then that I heard a man in a robe say,
Shiring.
"That voice, it's her. The witch. She was here 10 years ago." But apart from me, no one took notice.
Oh no. Castle of Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. Bartholomew. Bartholomew?
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories, but father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man, but solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement, and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
All right. Let's hope it's true and the Earl needs us.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. And boys, try to get along.
An eye out for what?
Papa wants him to look for things that are broken.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Papa could fix their walls or build a house.
One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Well, maybe because you are a foul-mouthed lughead with bad manners. Even she finds it funny. Alright, let's take a look at all things. Well, this is where town gets water. A hole with stones around it, Mother said. I bet Tom could build a well too. He looks a bit like Tom, but he's so different. Are all boys like him? She's been to so many places and knows so much about life. She's not even amazed by this place anymore. What is it with Mother? She seems different. She's less and more grumpy at the same time. She's drawing stuff in the sand. Oh, I mean snow. I live in Florida, so yeah, we don't get snow. When I used to live up north, we used to. What is that? What are you drawing, lady? It's a fish. Is this a castle? I thought it would be, you know, look more like caves. Not like a huge pile of rocks.
Here, there.
Alright.
You on with that one.
Jack, be careful. Don't get too close.
Hey, boy, come here. Say, what do you think about Tom?
He's nice.
Well, let me tell you something. He may seem nice, but he really doesn't care about anyone but himself. Whatever you do, he doesn't care. He'll just drag you into his own misery. So take my advice. If you and your mother want to stay, you better learn to shut up and put yourself second. That's all I'm saying.
Alfred, I think you got it all wrong, buddy.
Hello, Jack. Have you ever been to a castle before?
No.
Castles are very safe places. People don't rob you so fast.
Mother told me stories about castles, about knights and princesses.
Oh, like what?
Like the one about Tristan and Isolde. They drank a potion and had to love each other for 3 years.
I know that one. Jack, do you think there's a princess in this castle? It would be so nice to see a real princess one day.
Stay sharp, Jack. People are rarely what they seem. See that knight over there? What does he look like to you?
He looks like a small bear.
True, but even small bears can have an appetite for blood. Just because we are out of the forest, that doesn't mean there are no wolves about.
Alfred thinks Tom doesn't listen to anyone.
He should tell him then.
But how can he, if Tom won't listen?
Well, If Alfred is angry at his father, he must make him listen.
That little rat.
If
I'm
you
back.
keep your feelings secret, Alfred, nothing will change.
Welcome back.
There are so many knights here. Do you think there's also a princess?
Okay. We've looked at everything here. But before we continue on, I think that's gonna have to conclude our little adventure here for the night. We'll pick up back once again. This has been Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth. I have been your host, Euclidean Mind, and I was joined by the fabulous Boo in Discord. Boo? We're gonna be calling it a night, Boo.
Okay.
Alright. So thank you, those of you who are watching, and those of you who will be watching the recording. We'll see you next time. And until then, bye-bye. And take care!